This is the TPOB Play Trimmer. One of the quietest trimmers on the market. It features the new pencil blade, helps you get into smaller areas and whatnot. It is sharp, decently sharp. And the one problem with this that I had, which everybody has, and some people have been able to actually come and across this problem and really succeed, is in the flick out motion. I ain't gonna lie to you, flicking out, balding out, this thing, unless you got to set it perfectly with your magic eyes and your magic whatever you're doing, no, no, this does not bald out as it should, as it could, as I hoped it could. Unless you have some really light hair, that very fine hair, it'll blow right through that fine hair. But coarse hair, African American hair, no, no. So what I did was, and this is story time right here. So what I did was, I'm thinking I'm about to be a genius. I'm about to do something that nobody thought about doing before, because they just put the two together. Right here, I got me the JRL blade. Ooh, what I really should have got was the JRL Onyx blade. This is the original JRL blade. I got this from my local supply guy. You can get this from your local beauty supply store as well. But I wouldn't suggest getting the original. I would suggest getting the black version of this. Um, it is a much better blade. But JRL, this is the Acme GTX blade, and it comes with this set, and it comes able to put on. And so I'm like, and it was like, the weight distribution was off. The machine is totally off if you try to make this modification like this with the JRL. Even if it makes sense, it's the same company. This is a no-go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Here goes a visualization of my chunk blade. Well, this is my XO blade. I put the chunk blade on it. And I knew it was the same company. Okay. Same company, JRL. Same company. Go figure. So what I did was I went over to my guys at Filthy Blends, and I got the modification set. Now I was originally very hyped because Filthy Blends is like one of the pioneers when it comes to this modification game. I ain't gonna lie to you. The modification worked for my Andes GTX, but when it came down to the JRL version, it really didn't perform. As soon as I try to put this thing on there, it's too big. It don't fit. This is injected molded material. This is one of the best that's coming out. This is a very solid piece. I love this actually. I ain't gonna lie. I wish it really fit. See how even the JR1 is very slim. It fits on this trimmer. It just gives you a lot of overhang and what you don't necessarily need.
Somehow my mic died, but nevertheless, that shit did not work. Nope, not work. Throw that shit right away. Nope, not working. Okay, so now we just at the TPOB. Just don't try that shit at all. This is dumb. Okay, so I had to get a package from my guys at EMC, and I also got a package from TPOB. You already know how I'm giving it the fuck up. I'm all the way TPOB when it comes to their clippers. So right now I'm going to do this blade adjustment, and See what it's fucking. See what's See what's going on. See what's happening. Let's see what we got in this package, because I got a package today from these guys, and I want to really see what it's really hitting for. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got that Psycho blade. You feel me? Psycho blade, one of the sharpest blades on the goddamn market. You heard? Yeah, that's it right there. That's the joy. That's gonna bring people lineups popping. Like you don't really even gotta adjust it for real. Like popping. You heard? So alright, boom. You see this piece? I got that from Filthy Blends. That piece, it was nice. It's actually built very well. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, in EMC, they also have a piece as well, and I feel like the piece is way better. But however, the quality of Filthy Blends material was way better. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just felt like that. Like, yeah, it felt like, EMC. Ooh, there we go. Look at that. Modifications. EMC, dropped a little ball on the plastic material, but it is very good material. I don't know if it's I forgot what the guy said, how you make it or whatever case may be. But here go the blade. Okay, look at that. It's very easy to install. You just take that screw off right there. Okay, it came with an extra holding spring. Okay, tension spring. It came with an extra tension spring, so I'm gonna just put that down right there, and I'm gonna get to work on putting the Psycho blade on. Look at that. Oh, with that deep tooth cutter blade. This shit gonna be some lines. All right, check it out again. Check it out one more time. Pop this thing open so you can really look at it. Like, it's really simple, and it came with screws. EMC is really doing what they gotta do. You heard? They came with screws. But look at that. You see that little piece of... Yeah, that's what I ain't like about it. Like, it was giving real plastic, real... But, nevertheless, that shit worked. Like magic. Like magic. Look at that. Look at the quality of the build. Wow. I ain't gonna lie, EMC and Filthy Blends, I need to join together instead of working apart. I ain't gonna lie, because y'all did some things. Well, after fidgeting for a while, I finally got it on, perfect, close, and now we just gonna put it on the TPOB blade. So it's the TPOB blade X Psycho blade. This is a thriller in Manila. I ain't gonna lie, this is gonna be a game changer. When I say a game changer, because when I put the JRL blade on it, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hitting. It was really quiet. It was everything, but it was much more heavier. Like, it didn't give. It just felt awkward. When I put this blade on and I got a tighten screw, I tightened that thing up. And when I turned that thing on, it hummed so quietly. I already knew I was in for it. I already knew once I put that screw in, I was in for it. You know what I'm saying? But I did, tinkle with it a little bit. It was just, I don't know if that was the plastic. I don't know what it was, but it's like, all right, well, let me try this one more time. Hold on. Okay, boop. All right. Yeah, get in there, man. What's going on? Anyway, I eventually, get that shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm struggling. Look. I'm struggling. Yeah, but I eventually get it in, and it's a beautiful trimmer. Clipper set. When it comes to the plays, they work excellent together, and I think this crazy blade modification, which is a Psycho blade modification, is one of a kind. TPOB should have did it himself, honestly. That should have been immediately, because these would have been one of the best clippers for the next 2 years, to be honest with you. That's in my opinion. because of the quietness, the sharpness, and just the overall build quality. The overall build quality is excellent. Acme put it fucking down. Excuse my language. They put it down. They know how to make clippers. Clippers are the truth. I'm not gonna lie. Now take a look at this. It's actually on, but you can barely hear it. It's on. It's humming. It's doing what it's thing. Like oh okay. Yeah, we ready for duty. You heard? We ready to get it on. I'm about to show y'all some, pictures and videos of how this really work. So stay tuned. Videos coming very soon. I'm out of here.